Hi friends, this is Dr. Shakti. I did my undergraduate from Madurai Medical College and I am going to pursue my MS General Surgery from the same college. In this video, let's talk about how to prepare for NEET PG 2025. NEET PG per se is a very simple exam. You just need to buy or subscribe an online resource or join an offline class, complete all the 19 subjects, take around 2 to 3 months of your time to complete all those subjects. And after that, once you have jotted down all the topics, revise those topics first and continuously put GTs. Once you get into 4th or 5th revision, you will know all those tactics, how to crack MCQ, how to approach a question, etc. After that, once you have crossed that 600 mark range by putting around 330 to 40 GTs, you get to know the hang of how the questions are asked, what all the question can be expected, that level of understanding you can get, and eventually you will crack the exam with flying colors. I bet you can take a top 100 rank, maybe R1. Bye.
ஓடனே ஒரு பையனை துரத்திட்டு அவன் நேரா ஒரு வேனுக்குள்ள போயிருப்பானே. போனா நீயும் போனியா? போனே. அங்க நாலஞ்சு பேர் அமுக்கி பிடிச்சு உன் கிட்னி எடுத்துப்பாருங்களே. எடுத்துட்டாங்க ஐயா.
I was just kidding about the preparation phase. It is not a very easy thing to clear actually. It was quite difficult for me to get through this journey with several preponement and postponements. So I would like to share a few tips on how to prepare and how to go by with this preparation so that it could be easier for you to start and get going. So basically we will start our preparation by following whatever the online videos or offline lectures tells us to do. They will have a schedule, or for an online apps like Marrow or Preplanning, we will make our own schedule and we will try to complete all those 19 subjects by the end of 3 or 4 months of the preparation. Then we will get into the first revision cycle and second and subsequent revisions, and we will finally give the exams. To break this typical cycle and understand what exactly goes through the cycle, I will explain you further. First and foremost, we have the initial enthusiasm to complete all those 19 subjects in one go. While studying a subject, say for example surgery, we take around 4 or 5 days depending on how much length the lecture goes in offline institute, or say around 10 to 11 days if it is an online platform, and we will complete the entire thing in such a way that it will be overwhelming at the end of surgery lectures, because surgery per se itself is a vast subject and you cannot cover all the 100% of portion. But because of the initial enthusiasm, we tend to cover almost each and everything, and we tend to remember all those things from the word go by. This has to stop, because what I found later is that the exam per se demands only those important topics and whether you know about the topic or not. After that, they will test your knowledge based on those 20% of topics and ask about 80% of questions from those topics. This you need to be clear upfront, because once you get into the trap of accumulating materials and trying to complete each and every topic out there, you will get lost during the preparation. Especially the exams like NEET PG and INA set, there are around 19 subjects to cover and you cannot able to cover all those subjects in one go. So what I would suggest is that, and what I exactly did after 10 to 11 subjects is that I completed only the 20 to 30% of the important topics and gave a subject wise test and got around 70% of questions correct. This gave me a bit confidence about knowing the subjects, knowing the important topics of the subject, and remaining topics will be covered in later part of the revision days. This should be your ideal goal upfront. I would like to pause here and explain about 80-20 rule. In this rule, basically the 20% of topics covers almost 80% of the question. This I came to know only when I started my first or second revision, because we don't know what the important topics are and what the exam demands. So we need to be clear about the exam demands upfront. That is why I am here to explain about these things. For each and every subject, there are very important topics and moderately important topics, and those topics which you find it very rarely asked. There are several PDFs in the online platform, Telegram, etc. You could find all these important topics from these sources. I found Dr. Praveen sir's PDF was particularly helpful for me to find the important topics. So once you complete a subject, say surgery, you have completed attending the lectures for the 5 days. In the 6th day, I would suggest you to mark those important topics from that PDF or which are online source, or you can find those important topics by yourself by solving the last 10 years previous year questions. It is very pivotal to solve those questions because those topics are being repeatedly asked year after year. Even in this recently conducted exam, the previous year topics were relatively asked more when compared to very new topics. So we should be thorough with these topics, or otherwise we will miss out on those questions which everyone could have answered. Okay, after the end of each subject, you need to have the following 3 goals. 1, you need to have the complete notes of the subject from which particular application or lecturer you have attended the topic. You should be clear of it. Second, you should have cleared all the concepts regarding those important topics which have been repeatedly asked. And third, you should have solved all the previous year question, and whichever topic you find it difficult, solve the Q bank of the topic. These 3 things should be a must do list, or otherwise you will miss out on many things while doing revision. Second of all, you need to find your why. Without knowing why you have started your preparation, you don't know where you are going to. This exact quote which my friend gifted me kept me going throughout my preparation journey, because whenever I drifted away from my path, I had a strong why. So in this graph,
our ultimate aim is to achieve the dream branch. But in order to reach there, we need to deconstruct the path. For that, we need to get a good rank. In order to get a good rank, we should perform good in GT and cover all important topics for that and solve MCQs in order to achieve that dream.
Once you have completed all the 19 subjects, you will have the notes on your hand, and you would have completed at least the most important 20% of the topics, so that you can get a 80% of questions correct. Not 80% exactly, it can be around 60 to 70% too, which is also a very good number. By the end of 19 subjects, I could barely get around 100 and 120 correct. So it is okay that your preparation is initially slow. We can match that up while revising. So for a good start, find your why. Why have you started, and what exactly are you going to get at the end of the preparation phase? And for completing each and every subject, follow those steps which I have told earlier. In the next video, we will talk about how to revise and how to get going through the middle part of your journey. Before that, I would like to share that solve GTs once you have completed 6 to 7 subjects. This is needed because once you have completed 6 to 7 subjects, you might feel it is a final prof or third prof exam where you need to write essays and long answers in your answer sheet. So by priming your mind priorly to solve a GT which is comprised of 200 questions of MCQs, you can tell your brain that it is not a theory exam, it is a MCQ exam. So you don't need to learn everything which is written in the book, and you don't need to reproduce everything which is there. Also, once you have completed 2 to 3 GTs, you will find some topics to be recurrently wrong, and you can make a wrong diary out of it, or otherwise famously called 20th note can be made out of it. If you want to talk more about it, comment down below. I will be happy to make a video out of it.